Tales from the Crypt, episode 3, titled Dig That Cat, He's Real Gone. This episode stars Joe Pantoliano and Robert Wool, two guys who would go on to have long working relationships with HBO. This wouldn't be Pantoliano's only appearance on Tales from the Crypt. He shows up again in season 4, which I look forward to covering. Obviously, his big thing that he did for them would be about 12 years later, playing Ralphie in The Sopranos. Robert Wool, I'm definitely aging the hell out of myself here, but about 7 years after this premieres in 1996, he would go on to play the titular character in the HBO sitcom Arliss, in which he plays a sports agent. The show was a staple of the 90s, which I enjoyed a lot when I was younger, and what if Ballers was good, it would be Arliss. In this episode of Crypt, Pantoliano plays a character named Ulrich, who is a homeless guy. He agrees to undergo a medical procedure, which gives him the glands of a cat, and subsequently allows him to die 9 times. He uses this ability to become a carnival act, which makes him a lot of money because people will pay a lot of money to watch someone die. The ways he dies are pretty creative. He gets shot in the head, shot through the chest with an arrow, hung, electrocuted, drowned. Some cool death sequences in this episode. Ultimately, like a lot of characters in Tales from the Crypt, he becomes greedy, decides to kill his doctor in a car crash in which they both die, but he comes back to life, and that the doctor was taking half the profits. Now he takes all the profits. Comes back to him when his girlfriend stabs him in the back, literally and figuratively, killing him and taking all of his money. So he has to do he has to use his final death for this buried alive stunt, which he tells the carnival he's taking all of the profits for. The only problem is he does not factor in that the cat who he got the gland from was dead already. Therefore, he only had 8 lives, and he dies in the grave. Really cool shot at the end of his grave that says Ulrich and the cat, a cat walking above the grave. Cool end. Really cool Crypt Keeper in this episode. He's just straight up from the comic book. He's wearing the cloak. I've talked about this before, but I like old school Crypt Keeper. I do like when he gets like really hammy with the pop culture references, but in the beginning he was just in the cloak, and I thought that was pretty cool. Pantoliano is great in this episode. He breaks the fourth wall. He recounts most of his death, tells his story, and then when he realizes, oh wow, I only had 8 lives, it's a really cool moment there. He acts this really well. Thought this was a really strong episode. This is one I enjoyed revisiting. I'd watched it many times as a kid, and I still like it now. I'm going to give this a 7.7 out of 10, and I look forward to continuing with the rest of season 1.